Happy back nine bets, episode 129, the Bay Hill Invitational. We are off to Arnold Palmer's place out in Florida for the third signature event of the year. Fourth signature event, third or fourth, whichever one it is. Doesn't matter. What we know, getting golf. 72 of the best, 71 of the best, and Rafael Campos in the field this week. We've got a behemoth of a golf course. So cheers to y'all. Let's have a good show. Let's have a good week. Like my umbrella hat. I only get to bust this out once a year. So here we are. It is very tight on the head. So you guys better appreciate this. You better hit the like button. You better subscribe to Mayo Media Network. You got to join my Patreon in the link below. Get all the tools I'll be using on my screen. We've got the chat rocking and rolling as always. We've got the umbrellas. We've got Kevin saying the farm is very demanding. Needed mental vacation listening to some golf. Well, wherever I may find you, Kevin, I wish you the very best. Get your umbrellas ready. Commentatoring Nerd knew already. This was sent before I even went live. So we're rocking and rolling. We're having a good time. Got a couple bets, not too many, as you know. Bit of a rough start to the year. Very rough start to the year. So let's take a drink to that one. But we're looking for a sugar daddy this week. Our Bay Hill guy, the Salt Bay, just dripping some dollar bills on us this week in Bay Hill. Let's get it. We're looking for some good vibes. We're going to go back and win some money. You know what I'm saying? Because last week we were one position away on 3 different bets from having a profitable week. So we're close. I'm not going to get too bent out of shape. It's very bad, but we're not going to get too bent out of shape for this. Sites in the house saying, what's up, B? We are rocking and rolling. So that's what's going on this week. Bay Hill. Lots of good course history, very predictive of success here. You will find guys that have played well at Bay Hill playing well again because the recipe is very simple. You either keep the ball in the fairway and have some solid iron and short game, or you nuke it out there, 1,000,000 miles of distance off the tee, hack it out the rough, and do it that way. You can't be halfway in between. I think it's basically like a Torrey Pines situation. You need very good short game, keep your ball in play, or Rory McIlroy, Bryson DeChambeau, nuke it out there, go get it. Hit it out the rough with a wedge when everyone's hitting 7 irons kind of thing. So that's the general philosophy here. It's simple for the most part. There's water, which is volatile. So we got a lot to deal with this week. But before we even do that, we're going to do a little bet here at Bet 105. Show's always brought to you by Bet 105. And I've already placed a couple. I went Max McGreevy over Eric Cole at -124. That was a mistake, but we're going to ride it. But then I do fancy this one. Aldrich Potgieter over Max Homer. Alrighty. Aldrich over Max, +113, +113, however you say that, +100. Random ass odds, delightful ass odds, by the way, is where we're going to be going with that one. And then got the Rory McIlroy future at the PGA Quail Hollow, just shouting out that one there for you guys. So what do we like about the Aldrich Potgieter Max Homer situation? Well, first of all, Potgieter is more expensive in DFS than Max. Let's actually just get these out of the way for now. This is the model, by the way. You can get all of this stuff on my Patreon, link in the description below. But we're going to just dive into some bets, have ourselves a good time. So taking a look at Max and Aldrich, I've got them ranked. His upside is higher than Max Homer's in my model. So we got that going for us. And then if we take a look at some of the form over the last little while, I'm not too concerned about Max Homer having incredible form here. Incredible form. He's had 2 cracks at a place that he's got even better form at. The Farmers and the Genesis Invitational both played at Torrey Pines. He missed a cut both times. The second round at Genesis wasn't even really a cut. Like 15 people missed the cut. And he was one of them. And he played poor, very poorly. Now he's driving the ball spectacularly, but he can't play golf right now. On the other side of things, if we take a look at Potgieter's situation, second at the Mexico Open, 15th at the Farmers. Now, the 15th at the Farmers, he was third at the Farmers going into it. I feel like this is a great venue for him. Let's get it. Plus 113 over at Bet 105. Look at that. Delightful stuff. Then there's another matchup that I want to bet when I get my money in here afterwards. We're going to get some Aaron Rai over Matthew Fitzpatrick. Right, Aaron Rai. And shout out the Rai overseed last week that turned PGA National into a playground for these guys. And we got a similar situation here. We might have to scroll up a little more for Aaron Rai and Matthew Fitzpatrick. Here's Matthew Fitzpatrick. Where is Aaron Rai? Over there. So we definitely have Rai ranked higher than Fitz. Now, Rai's had a 99th and aka a miscut and a 53rd here. 2022, 2023. Not the greatest course history. But we got a 4th in Mexico, a 37th at the Genesis Invitational, a 40th at Pebble, and a 15th at the Tournament of Champions. So he's not necessarily in the best ass form ever, but it's definitely much better than what Matthew Fitzpatrick has brought to the party the last little while. It's the same situation as Max Homa. Great course history up until 2024. Missed the cut in 2024. Small cut, missed it. So you know what I'm saying. We've got some great course history that the books are probably looking at a little more. The form isn't there right now. Fitzy just doesn't know what's going on. When we take a look at his metrics, it's the iron play is ass. Complete and total ass. So the course history, great. Current form, not so great. So, we're looking at strokes gain total of a 428 spot increase there for Aaron Rai. So we love to see that. Let me know in the chat if you guys can see what's going on below in the screen. Am I zoomed in enough? I don't know. I'm under the umbrella. I'm under the umbrella. So, what's up, Amy? What's cooking there, girl? Backstack says he loves the logo. I'm assuming we're talking about the hat. We love the hat too. So, I think he's trying to even call me while I'm on the show. So I really appreciate that, but I can't answer right now, Mike. Later. So that's what we're doing with this matchup. We're going Aaron Rai over Matty Fitz. I think this is the situation you're looking for. If you wanted to, I don't feel like the juice is worth the squeeze. You can click on that for button, and then you get Matty Fitz. You get Aaron Rai at plus 110 instead of minus 110. But he has to beat Fitz by 2, which is very possible. I feel like if he's going to beat Fitz, he's going to beat him by 1,000,000 miles. So that's going to be my second bet. I accidentally freaking bet the wrong one with Griesemann in there. I had the wrong freaking slip. So that's the Bet 105 matchup. So we're rocking and rolling with it. Link to Bet 105 in the description below. And we're going with that. Hermit Tomani says, I'm driving on the highway and can't see. Okay. Well, you just listen. I'll give you a nice little slipper of the Arnold Palmer here. I apologize to anyone that was grossed out by that. But I want my man to know that we're having a nice sip of a nice tall boy Arnold Palmer. The local Casey's gave me $3 off if I bought 2 of these things for $7. It was $5.50. Then I rounded up for the local charity to get 6 because we're looking for some karma, some Salt Bay love. You feel me? So, Bet 105, that's where we're rocking and rolling here. Aaron Rai over Matty Fitz does not fit this place at all right now. Game in tatters right now. Beautiful. Okay. Hermit Money says, yeah, sounds good. Beautiful. So that's what's going on with that department. So we are betting those 2 matchups. The McGreevy matchup, if you want to throw that out there, throw it out there. Accidentally bet that. That's on me. I'm an idiot. Now, let's chat about some bets that we're going to be doing this week. So we got Scotty Scheffler. We don't have too many bets this week. We are playing it easy, taking it breezy, having a good time down in the Big Easy if it only was New Orleans, but it's not. So we go to Florida, see what's going on there. And we've got Scotty Scheffler across the board here. Number unos in the model. Very, very impressive stuff. Now, the thing with Scotty Scheffler is going to be the recent form, the rust / the hand doesn't have Scotty really as good as you can hope for you. Also, the new layout of StreamYard has got me like all messed up. Like I keep having ADD situations. I'm seeing stuff here that I've never seen before. But what I'm trying to get at with Scotty Scheffler is we don't know. I mean, his B game is capable of beating anybody. We saw him have his D game at Torrey Pines for the Genesis, and he basically almost won that thing for a hot second until he kind of fell apart there at the end. But like we were saying, we've had a couple miscues with the Scotty Scheffler showing up. He hasn't had the preparation that he's been looking for and typically has going into the year. So we've obviously got great course history. I mean, a first, a fourth, and a first in the last 3 years. Debut in 2020 had a 15th. Now, he hasn't necessarily had that great of a form. 9th at Pebble, 25th at the WM, and 3rd at the Genesis Invitational. So we are seeing it come together a little better at the Gen In, but we're not necessarily seeing the Scotty Scheffler dominance that he shows up with all the time. So that is why I feel a little more comfortable betting Rory Avocado Roy this week. We think that Rory is basically an avocado this week, and there's multiple reasons for this, okay? And I'm a big fan of avocados. Avocados are really expensive, and Rory McIlroy is plus 850 this week. So you're going to have to shop around. You find a good deal on avos, you buy that one there. You feel me? You can buy one avo. You don't have to buy them in bunches. You can find the right place. Fairway here in Iowa, that's the best place to buy avos. Fairway and Costco. I do not buy my avocados from Hy-Vee. They are overpriced there, and they're usually not the greatest. So Fairway, Costco, those are where I buy my avos. Rory McIlroy, he is a little expensive, but man, we'd love a good avocado here on back nine bets, okay? So when you're looking at avos, you got to buy them at the right time, because you can sometimes buy an avocado a little too soon, and then you got to watch it on your shelf, and then it might go overripe if you're not paying attention. If you buy them too ripe, you got to eat like 6 avocados in 2 days, otherwise they're going to be too ripe. So, by the way, if you're looking to keep your avocados from going too ripe, you put them in the fridge. Just telling you that. So we like Rory right now. I mean, we're taking a look at his recent form, and I'm actually just going to pull up another Data Golf page over here for y'all, because Jesus, it's an incredible situation. If I can find it. Here it is. Pulling it up right now. So I feel like Rory McIlroy right now is kind of ripe. And by kind of ripe, I mean, Jesus, is he ripe right now? We are looking at great results here. The Genesis was a bit of a disaster. Okay, it is what it is. Win at the AT&T Pebble Beach. A win at the DP Tour World Championship. We got top 5s through wazoo, friends. It's phenomenal results at this golf course. I mean, you're just seeing top 5s for days at this venue in his recent track record for the last 25. On the DP World Tour, phenomenal. On the PGA Tour, phenomenal. So we know that Rory McIlroy is ripe right now. So we think this can happen. And if he's not ripe, if there's any place that could ripen him up, it's at Bay Hill. He's got fantastic results over here. We take a look at what he's been up to at this venue. He won this thing in 2018, and then we had a couple more top 10s. 6th in 2019, 5th in 2020, 10th in 2021, 2nd in 2023. 2 top 21s somewhere else in between the mix there. So he's phenomenal. So if you're looking to ripen up an avocado, you put it in a brown paper bag, and you throw a banana in there. And right now, Scotty Scheffler's game is kind of bananas. We're not sure what we're going to get. So putting him in the field, we get a plus 850 on Rory. That helps us ripen up that number a little bit. And we're getting a venue that has typically been the brown paper bag of Rory McIlroy's golf game. He's phenomenal off the tee. That's exactly what you're looking for here. I think it's going to be great. Now, with avocados, you can sometimes think they're going to be ripe, like we thought they were going to be ripe and wonderful at Torrey Pines last week or the last time he played, and you open it up and it's just brown and ass. It's off. You think it's good on the outside, but it's not. So Rory, we cut that avo open over the weekend, and he had one of his worst putting performances of his career at Tory pints at the Genesis Invitational. So sometimes you cut it open and it doesn't quite work out. It's okay. But we're going back. I'm a big Avo fan. We're going to go back to the Avos. And now, when you're taking a look at avocados and when you're eating avocados, they never meh. They're either amazing or they're ass. You know, they're going to be great or they're going to be shit. And when it comes to Rory McIlroy, he finishes inside the top 10 55% of the time over the last 12 months. He finishes inside the top 5 55% of the time over the last 12 months. That's the exact same rate. Every single time Rory has finished inside the top 10, he's also finished inside the top 5. So when his avos are rocking and rolling, it is not meh. It is fantasticals. Now, when he sucks it up every now and then. You know, the blow-ups are pretty poor. 25th at the Alfred Dunhill and the 17th at the Genesis Invitational. Not the greatest. Outside the top 20, both instances. Every other start since the Amgen Irish has been a top 5. 2 wins included. So, I mean, we're spreading avos over like everything right now. So I think that's what you're looking for. But at the same time, when you're indulging yourself in avocado land, all right, you can easily slice your hand open and bleed out, like pull a full Scotty Schauffele. Cutting an avocado open with a sharp knife is not safe, people. It is not safe. You can easily cut your hand with avocado. So that's the situation. You're going to just have severe pain, bodily damage. That happened. We saw that happen at the US Open last year. You think the avo's fine, you're just enjoying it, having a good meal, boop, next thing, slice your hand open. Miss a 2-footer for the US Open. Not ideal. So there's some things that can happen with avocados where you get a little scary. But, you know, Rory's got a thick skin just like avocados. And it doesn't take, it takes a whole lot to kind of get him riled up. And typically it's like when you find another avocado man, another avocado family member, Avocado Joe, Joe Avocado, Joe LaCava, Avocado Joe, Patrick Cantley's caddy, who really got under Rory's skin at the Ryder Cup. That's okay. That's okay. When that kind of stuff happens, you put a little salt in the wound like the Bay Hill Salt Bay and a little vinegar. The next thing you come out, guacamole Rory the next day. And sorry, Sam Burns, thanks for coming to your Ryder Cup singles match. Rory McIlroy is going to wipe the floor with you. So he gets riled up after getting under the skin. Got to just get under the skin, add a little salt and vinegar. We're looking good. So I think we can be okay with that department. Gets a little rattled. I don't think this is the venue to get rattled at. He's won here before. It's fantastic. And as always, avocados go in pretty much anything. It's anything. You can eat avocados on burgers. You can put it on pizza in South Africa. You can do guacamole at Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Avocados go on everything. Rory just won at Pebble Beach. He won at Bay Hill. He wins the DP World Tour Championship. He wins pretty much anywhere. So he's a versatile fruit. You feel me? So that's basically the Rory McIlroy analogy. We're betting him at plus 850. If you want to bet Rory McIlroy for top 5 and you've already bet your outrights, go for it. I fancy Rory McIlroy this week. Have no idea where the avocado analogy came from. Whew. It might be painful to listen to. Back, we'll see. But I felt like we wanted to go deep into the weeds here. Taking a look at his statistical profile. Now, if you take an actual deeper look at what I was talking about, Side says he wants guac now. I just had an avocado English muffin right before the show. So I'm pretty avocado-y. Had myself some honey mustard with it. It was delightful. So we're going to take a look at Rory McIlroy's betting profile over here. And it's quite phenomenal because in the last little while, like we spoke about, we've got Rory McIlroy doing things that have this top 5 chart looking fantastic. It's the only market that he's really been profitable in outside the win market. Fraction of $1 or $2 there, $25. But he's won you in the last 13 months, $533. Take a look at the top 5, Jay. He just rattles them off. We said 55% of the time. Take a look at the top 10 metrics. We said he's doing it every single time he finishes top 10. He's going to finish top 5. And as a result, you can see he's actually lost money in the top 10 market. But top 5 market's been lucrative for Rory. So at this golf course, the way he's playing right now, he's ripe, baby. We're going back to him. I couldn't figure out where the hell else is going to, who else is going to win this tournament down at the bottom of the board. Maybe Ludwig. I don't know. Does he win 2 in a row? It is what it is. Honey mustard for the mid-show jug. Oh, God, that's hilarious. No. But yes, this is the record for the most time avocado has been said on a golf podcast. It is what it is. This is back 9 bets. You're going to get a lot of stuff. You're going to get a lot. You're going to get a lot from me. It is what it is. And I haven't even got halfway through this Arnold Palmer spike. So Rory, some stats. I know I've spent a long time on him, but you know what? We're having fun. I'm trying to just enjoy the process, okay? The results have been terrible. So we're trying to enjoy the process. Yeah. This is, look, I'm getting sweaty. I'm just speaking about Rory, but this hat is hot. These lights are burning me. We're having a good time, though. The ball striking second in this field behind Scottie Scheffele over the last 12, 8, 4, 2, 20, 25 months. The distance, number uno in the field. The weighted proximity, pretty darn solid. All things looking very, very good there. We got multiple top 10 things. The poor shot avoidance, not the greatest. That's when you lose over half a stroke on a single approach shot. It is what it is. We will deal with that later. But what I really want to point out for Rory McIlroy is his strokes gain out the rough from 150 and out. He hits a ton of greens and he gains a lot of strokes. Third in the field. One behind Scottie, but the green regulation rates at this golf course is imperative. You have to hit the greens here, especially when it's firm, especially when the rough's so thick. You got to be able to get out of the green. So we fancy Rory. The wedges historically have been really poor for him, 100 to 150. Not the greatest. And neither the mid-irons, to be honest with you. But the long irons get there. They finally get there, and he's just sensational out the rough. And remember, Rory's gaining tons of strokes off the tee. That's what's going to really not allow him to gain too much with the irons because he's hitting from a lot closer, blah, 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 all that stuff. But still, we like Rory McIlroy this week. I would bet him top 5 for sure. If you take a look at my placement tool, betting Rory McIlroy at this golf course, he finishes inside the top 5, like we said, 55% of the time. The implied probability of a plus 160, let's go, plus 150. You're still getting a massive edge in the top 5 market, a small one in the top 10. So let's go, Rory McIlroy. All right. That is Rory's story. Avocados and all. It is what it is. Take another sip of some Arnold Palmer here. Have ourselves a good show. Smash that like button, friends. Subscribe to Mayo Media. Check out my Patreon. Let's do a giveaway right now. Who has been the most profitable bet at this golf course? I'm going to change it up. Who, you probably know who, but I'm going to need a who and what bet has been the most profitable at this golf course since 2020. He's in this field, obviously. So the first correct answer gets a free month to my Patreon. Link in the description. And gets in the Discord. Obviously, that's where the Patreon stuff is. So hit me up with who has gained the most dollars in what specific market this golf course. We are looking for that. I'm pulling it up right now. I have no idea who it was. We're going to figure it out here and go together. But for a free month in the Discord, I need to know who it is and what market it is. Obviously, the Discord people know because I think I might have posted it in there, is that. We've got a Scottie Scheffele top 5 from Joanna. Scottie Scheffele in the winner's market from... I have no idea why you guys have the craziest freaking YouTube names. Craziest freaking YouTube names. All right, so Arnie Palmer, off we go. I've pulled it up right now. 2025, we are looking for the most profitable bet at this venue for a free month in the Discord. You feel me? I'm pulling it up, and I was pulling up the wrong stuff, so I've got to take the second one here. Scheffele top 5, Scottie top 40. I don't have top 40 markets. Joanne says top 5, Scheffele top 5. No one's saying Scheffele top 10. I don't even know if that's the one or not. Arnold Palmer. People, No one's got it right yet. No one's got it right. Do you guys want freaking Discord access, Patreon access for free? It's not a Scotty top 40. It's not a Scotty top 5. It's not a Scotty top 10 or a Scotty win market. It's not Schauffele top 10. It's not Rory to top 10 and top. We just got people just showing their own bets in here while we're trying to figure out where's going on here. Chris saying Henley. It's not Russell Henley. People, you got 20 more seconds to get this stuff in. Otherwise, I'm not even going to give this thing away. We'll do another one maybe at the end. I don't know. But I don't think I've seen this answer yet. Yeah. It hasn't been mentioned yet. It's not a Cantley. It's not a Hatton. Not a Lowry. Yep. Nope. People. How did no one say Scotty Schauffele top 20? Scotty Schauffele top 20 market, baby. Been phenomenal. $400, 4 times appearances, yeah. 4 top 20s. Remember, Scotty Schauffele, back in 2020, had his debut, finished 15th. Didn't cash the top 10, didn't cash the top 5, but he cashed the top 20. So this is the first time I haven't given one away. You guys were taking far too long. I wasn't going to lead you there. You needed to figure it out. It was a Scotty Schauffele answer. You just got to figure out the market. Next time, maybe I'll do another one if you guys are chatty enough in the chat yet. We're going to get back into it. Let's get some more bets going on. We've already spoken about the matchups at Bet 105. Link in the description. We've already spoken about Rory McIlroy. We were pretty much hitching our wagon on this week. I have a few other tentative bets that I want to get out there. And Aldrich Potgieter's got some really fun numbers. If you find him, he's, excuse me. Let's get him up here. I mean, we've seen what this guy does. He is sensational when it comes to distance. Second in the field behind Rory. Man, if they get paired together somehow, that would be so freaking sick. So we're going to take a look at his metrics here. But like we said, fantastic results there at the Farmers and the Mexico. 2 Bombers Paradises. I feel like this week he's definitely got that going for him as well. And it's been a fun year for him. Now, we've been on the wrong side of it on a playoff loss with him. We're not going to bet him this week, but we're going to bet him to, not going to bet him to win. We're going to bet him to finish top 5, which I'm seeing with ties paid in full. 20 to 1s for a top 5. There's 72 people in this field. What other odds do we have for Aldrich here? We've got 20 to 1 for a top 5, 8 to 1, plus 800 for a top 10, and then plus 260. Shop around for that top 20 bet. But those are going to be the 3 ladders that we do. Commentating Nerd telling us that we are trying to show the model again. No. Blank. Oh. Let me know if this shows up again. It's showing up on my screen. Not like the actual screen, like in the show that I can see myself. It's there. Let me know if we're back to going to business here. That's a little disappointing, if I must say so myself. What is going on? Just see the logo. Am I even available? Oh. What are we doing? See, now we started this one. We started doing the Fantasy Golf Degenerates on this, and now there's new buttons, Mike. So apologies, people. I'm going to hang tight. Let's see if it shows up here. Are we good? I'm going to need some. Okay, we good. We are good. Yes. All right. Let's take a second here. We're just going to hang tight over here. Just going to hang tight. So Aldrich, we love what he's got going on. Doesn't have much data, so it is what it is. It's more of a gut play than anything else. We love what's going on with him. Love the distance. The course fit makes total sense. Played well at the Farmers. We are rocking and rolling there. So that's a top 20 for plus 270, a top 10, 8 to 1, and a top 5 for 20 to 1 for Aldrich. So I love that for Aldrich. If we scroll up a little further down the board, up the board, wherever we want to go, we can go to the most overhyped option on the planet, and it's Minwoo Lee. A Minwoo Lee top 30 has been the best bet you could have made in the last little while. It's been saving my bacon this entire year. Take a look at these. Minwoo Lee, since the Arnold Palmer Invitational last year, has one top 10. Okay, if you're taking away the SJM Macau Open, he had a ninth there. But on the PGA Euro Tours, he has only had one top 10 at the Rocket Mortgage. That's it. That's it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 top 20s out of the last 24 top 30s, out of the last 24 starts for him. So it's a delightful situation. Now, if I pull up Minwoo Lee, we're going to get some negative odds for a top 30. I'm going to pull up the actual placement market, because that's where you want to go. He's a top 30 bet this week. I think it's minus 140 or so. Top finishings. Here we go. Okay, Bet365 has top 30s. Minwoo Lee is, where is he? Minus 143. I'm down to lay that. Now, I don't know if I'm going to go 2 units. I prefer it to be a little closer to even money if I'm going to lay down 2, but I'm not going to bet 3 to win 2. I'm just going to bet 1.5 to win 1. I think he's the way to go. Top 30, the most overhyped dude in the world. I mean, this guy's getting into the freaking Arnold Palmer Invitational. He hasn't finished inside the top 10 since the Rocket Mortgage, but he's good on social media. He calls himself the chef. He misses so many greens. He's always chipping stuff in. But we'll take a bet on him. Top 30, see what happens. Off we go. The iron play starting to get together. Chipping, despite chipping in as much as he does, he doesn't necessarily have the greatest around the green stats either. But we are going to be rocking and rolling. We've got random stuff going on over here. Let's get some comments out of the way. All right. I only bet his sister. Yeah, I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world either. And by the way, is Cool busy doing some stuff that Scotty Scheffler's? Like, is she Scotty Scheffler realm right now? Is she ascending to Scotty Scheffler? Cool. I don't know how to say her first name. Is it Jeannie or something like that? By the way, that video of her and Tom Kim playing that combo tournament was awesome. They are fantastic together. Let's get back to the model. Get off of data golf here. Find a few other bets. So Minwoo Lee, minus 143. Definitely going to be playing that one this week. Aldrich Ladder, we're doing that. And then I was looking at a Keegan Bradley top 20. Let's take a look at the placement tool. Let's find Keegan Bradley over here. We've got some great course history for Keegan. If we go and take a look, even what I was thinking here, like take a look at Keegan's situation. He's one of the best bets you could have made since 2020 over here. We've got 3 top 20s and sandwiched by 2 missed top 20s in either side of that. Last year was his lowest odds for a top 20 at plus 140. Keegan Bradley for a top 20 right now is plus 115. Ugh, it's even worse. God damn. But I still like it. I still kind of like it. Let's take a look at his metrics. Oh, Jesus. He only finished inside the top 20 like 33% of the time. So plus 115. Ugh. No. So I'm taking you guys behind the process here, Touch. Don't like this at all, to be honest with you. That's a terrible number. What would we bet this at? I mean, it probably got to be like 170. Jesus. But at this golf course, he's been sensational. So are we going to make an exception to the rule, or are we going to stick with the model? Because, Jesus Christ, Keegan's played some good golf at this golf course. Apologies for the JFK bomb there. We've got Keegan. Let's pull him up here and take a look at his stuff, because I fancy, even just playing him in DFS, I think is going to be a solid option for sure. $8,400. I don't have him ranked lower than his DK price, so the value there isn't necessarily going to be available. He's been playing some solid golf. The ball striking is 11th in the field. The putter is about as bad as it's got. hasn't been putting well at all. You can be team no putt at this golf course quite easily. Yeah, the course history trap is there for sure. He's played well at the Sony. That's about his best finish so far. The only top 10. He's got 2 top 20s, though. Tournament of Championship and the Tournament of Championships. The TOC, the Century, and the Farmers, where he's typically played well before. So when he plays well at places he plays well at, maybe he plays well. So we'll have to take a look at Keegan Bradley's ownership. But I fancy him at $8,400 in DFS. We've got those run of 3 starts there. I mean, he's not missed the cut here since 2019. Good stuff. 3 top 11s in a row from 2021 to 2023. So that's where we're going to be going with Keegan. Unfortunately, the top 20 market's just not going to speak to us right now. Just not going to speak to us. So let's go take a look at some other bets. We're kind of cruising around the model now. Also, if you want to deep dive anybody, this is the freaking episode to do so, because we are all over the place. It's been a bit of a week from hell for me. I'm sweating here. A little TMI, but I absolutely need the bathroom right now. And I can't go because we're on the stream and I'm sweating a storm. Like, I can't have another sip of Arnold Palmer. The English muffin avocado honey mustard is doing some beautiful things to me. So it's going to be a rough one. Yesterday, my wife had jury duty. I had my child. I was closing the year-end books, the month-end books, and we were trying to do golf content. What a day. Then today, I had to close some more books, more golf content, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to be back on paternity leave on Thursday, but I closed the books at the company because I don't want people to know how bad I do my job. I want to make sure people don't do my stuff faster than I do it, because otherwise we're in trouble. Back to the stage. Let's take a look at some metrics here. The best finishes at this golf course. You can use this model to do all sorts of fun stuff. So you can take a look here. Yeah, Scotty Schauffele's obviously got the 2 Ws. Rory's got the 2nd place finish. Go back even further. Fiber. You know what? I don't know. Now we got. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Yeah. So we changed some settings for the Fantasy Golf Degenerate Show. I'm taking this hat off. I'm so hot right now. And it messed everything up. Whew. We are sweating, people. We've got a sweat going on Tuesday night, and it's not even the tournament yet. I love this. This has to be one of the greatest out of context comments on the show ever. We need to get it together. But Billy Horschel, outside of his top 20, 2nd place in 2022, nothing. If you take a look at Wyndham Clark, played nicely last year. He's one of the most popular bets this week. Matt Fitzpatrick, we've spoken about him already. Harris English, absolutely. This is the way to go for him. $6,600. The course history is great, and we've got some really solid results. I mean, he's played well, better than $6,600 well at the 2 courses. He's got fantastic course history at Torrey Pines as well. Blotchy, sketchy, blotchy, but it is what it is. So, also, people, apologies. We've got StreamYard updated some stuff. Mike took away some boxes for me. I don't know if I'm clicking the wrong things every time I'm clicking in and out. We're going to learn the stats again. We're going to figure it out. But for now, we're just going to stick with this. But I believe that the logo disappeared all on its own before I even changed anything. So that's what we're dealing with over there. Let's get the model up. We're all over the place. We're just all over the place. This has taken a complete turn. My concentration is elsewhere right now. I'm not going to lie to you. But we're powering through. We are powering through. Whew. What I wanted to chat about was Xander Schauffele. We saw him do his thing on TGL. We saw him get to 181 mile per hour ball speed. He's coming off a rib injury. We were betting him at the Zozo. We were betting him at the Tournament of Champions, and he had broken ribs essentially, or whatever the hell he's got. And we lost a lot of money because we were laying like serious juice on him. If you take a look at what Xander Schauffele's recent track record has been in the top 10 market, it's been really, really good. He's absolutely the best market of his. And I wanted to chat about this because he's coming back, and we're getting a plus 170 for a top 10 on Xander. If I click his top 10 odds, look at this. At the Century, a signature event, minus 175. The Zozo, minus 270. BMW, minus 190. FedEx, 133. We got to go back to the players. All the way back to the players for a plus 200 for Xander. I'm taking a look right now. Xander's plus 145 on Bet365. I saw a plus 170 at BetMGM, and that has my attention. Is he going to be rusty? Probably. But he's a top 10 juggernaut. He's got to beat like 85% of the field. He's one of the best golfers in the world. Now, the fun thing about Xander, and let's go ADD mode all the way to the other side here again. The magic number this week is 24, which is really random, but Xander Schauffele, best finish here is 24th. Ludwig Ober, best finish here is 24th. Tony Finau, best finish here is 24th. Now he's only played twice. Xander's played here 3 times, 24th, 25th, and 39th. Not ideal. I believe BetMGM pays ties in full, unless they've changed their stuff. But they were the OG paying ties in full. They didn't even offer the other odds. But I might be wrong. I've been placing bets at them all year. I'll have to go take a look. Let's take a look later. I'll tweet it out if it's wrong, or catch you guys up next week. But yeah, I mean, these are some guys that typically should be playing good golf. Adam Scott has never finished better than 25th here. Should be a great course fit. So these are some really bad results. Justin Rose has just never played well yet. 63rd back in 2019. Nothing else since then. Kenny's Hustler Player of the Week. Seb Straka, as you can see, the course history, nasty. So, we go and go. People, I think I'm going to have to end the stream. I am in serious situation right now. So, yeah. This is the first time this has ever happened to me. I can't say I'm proud of this, but I might shit myself on the stream if I do not leave right now. Not going to lie to you. So, I was totally fine. I don't know where this has come from. It literally happened while I'm on the show, but I love y'all. Check out the Patreon. Maybe I'll do a show tomorrow on go check out Back Nine Bets. Maybe I'll do another show tomorrow night. I don't know. I'm in serious situation here. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.